Last week, we just got the unfortunate news that Bonnie Tyler passed away. What Bonnie Tyler did needs to be recognized and appreciated. She may have not written a lot of songs, but she was a song stylist. Something that, artists say Tom Jones, Frank Sinatra, Engelbert Humperdinck. Artists that may have not written their own songs, but interpreted other people's songs in their own distinct way. And to me, that is just as difficult as songwriting and requires as much talent, because it is hard to take somebody else's words and thoughts and create it into something personal and distinctly unique to the artist. Bonnie Tyler had her first hit in 1976 with Lost in France. In 1978, she had a big hit in the US with It's a Heartache. Both of these songs are unlike the rest of her career, as they were soft country rock songs, something that I could see Olivia Newton-John recording. And then in the early 80s, she needed surgery to remove nodules on her vocal cords. That changed her career dramatically, as the surgery didn't go as planned. Despite that, she could still sing afterwards, but it changed her voice into this raspy, soulful voice that she is known for today. That being said, her music also took a distinct turn. And this is where we get to this. Faster Than the Speed of Night. This was her commercial breakthrough in the States. It features great songs like Faster Than the Speed of Night, the title track, Total Eclipse of the Heart, and Tears and Take Me Back. This album demonstrates two things. It demonstrates her ability to take known songs, like Have You Seen the Rain and Straight from the Heart, and turn them into completely different songs. And that's what's playing right now, Have You Ever Seen the Rain, which was originally done by Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Straight from the Heart was originally done by Bryan Adams. And I know you're hearing it and you're thinking, the production, it sounds familiar, and I'll tell you why. It was produced and directed by Steinman. He also wrote Faster Than the Speed of Night and Total Eclipse of the Heart. He was the man behind Meatloaf. Meatloaf was one man and Steinman was the other, but Steinman was the main producer behind Meatloaf's musical career, which is why there's that, large, dramatic, mini rock opera sound to this album. And I must talk about Tears. It's on side 2. It's an album cut. It was written by Frankie Miller, who sings a duet with Bonnie Tyler on that song, and it's a powerful song. It's probably one of the most intense power ballads, and this is chock full of them, like Total Eclipse of the Heart, which became a #1 hit and became her big song. And that's the climax of her career. And then the next year in '84, she does appear on the Footloose soundtrack with Holding Out for a Hero. And then the hit stopped. But her influence did not. In a very weird way, it did not stop. And I'll explain to you why. After this album and Footloose, her career really stalled in the States. Not much happened. But 2 songs became important songs for her. The first is If You Were a Woman and I Were a Man. It was written and produced by Desmond Child, and she released it in 1986. Upon the first release, it didn't do well. It was a very minor hit, but it didn't do much. So Desmond Child rewrote the song as You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi. I mean, that Bonnie Tyler song eventually had a bit of resurgence. Then in 1988, she released a song called The Best, which The next year, 1989, became a major hit for Tina Turner. Then in the 90s, she continued her career and she maintained success in Europe, not the States. But to me, I keep coming back to this album. Its production, its dramatic mini rock opera sound makes it of its time, but to me it's the kind of sound that never gets old. And this demonstrates her talents as one of the greatest female rock singers of the 80s. Her voice is unique. There's no one who sounded like her and who ever will, and that has to be celebrated. So do us a favor, listen to this, admire it, appreciate it, and respect the work she's done as one of the great song stylists of her time. Rest in peace, Bonnie Tyler. She was an icon. Rest in peace.